Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more This Is the Police. Let's see who's turned up for work and who hasn't. I need to go and stock up on beer. Clumsy, no, you're coming into work. Okay, that was it. Alright, that's cool. It's a pretty loyal shift day. We've only got Chell Mickey down there, who is currently considered disloyal. So, yeah, okay. Right, so let's work through these. Let's make sure that everyone's got at least something, right? Who's good at shooting? Clumsy's good at shooting. So do you, that. Belmont's good at shooting. You get one of these ores. Gel Mickey. Okay, I'll give you a baton and a grenade. There we go. I've got a bit of equipment left over, but I don't need to use it all, do I? Let's just go with that for now, because, you know, I've got a... Aside from the batons, I've got all these others are consumables, so I can't always guarantee of being able to buy what I need there. Okay, okay, who's our... Okay, it's probably Rosenkrantz, but who else have we got who could do that? Maybe Musica. There's a slightly less skilled cop. The argument against that is that if I send Rosenkrantz, I could send him out on calls to get his score up more. I could send both, but then I'm leaving myself very short-handed for the day, I think. I keep looking for... Actually, there was... Can I do it. Look at the man in the hoodie, because I think I've got quite a few frames for the brother now. I might check that initially. So, if we go... Oh, yes, this is the Fry payment thing. I think this is just to, like, keep our anonymity from the feds. You have to pay Fry 20 grand every week if you want the feds to stay away from Sharpwood. The first payment is the day after tomorrow. Well, I don't need to start saving, so I got the cash. All right, let's have a look at this investigation. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of stuff here. Let's actually see what's gone on here. An unknown person entered the court building and stole the personal files of convicts from the archive. Okay. The door was opened improperly, but not with brute force. A few wooden splinters were found in the lock. Okay, the office. Inside is a mess. A box filled with old case files is spilled on the floor, and next to it are a dozen fresh cases of male defendants. And the black lid from the stolen box. Susan Morabito, the stenographer. We keep strict reception hours, but I always help people anytime because officers of the court must always stand guard for justice. One time there was a case where Marcus Repo's cat was going to be put to sleep because it kept going to the neighbour's property and killing the squirrels. I thought it was all over and puzzled it out of my head. In the end, I was able to prove that the cat was too fat to be the culprit and the real criminal was an old hermit who lived at the end of the street. Can you imagine? I love to help everyone, but unfortunately it doesn't always turn out so well. A few days ago, a man came in, a nice-looking monk, or probably a witch doctor, wearing a hoodie under his sheepskin coat. He said that he is fulfilling a holy mission in helping recently released female prisoners return to a normal life. He asked for several personal files, but I had to refuse because these papers can only be accessed by official signature. It's too bad, of course, but at least it worked out good with the cat. They called him the Snow Savage. Joseph Pears, watchman. People are always after something. A lot of times they just want something to fight over. We get all types here. Yesterday, a guy came in dressed in a hoodie and carrying a wooden stake in his hands. I locked the door to the archive so he couldn't bust in. I asked him what he wanted, and he said he just wanted to go to the toilet. I took him in, and he did his business. In the winter, the back door swells up and won't close all the way. Anyone can come in, so it's a good thing all the rooms inside are locked. Finnur Olafsson, archivist. What's the big mystery? The office was cleaned by none other than fat, ugly Clyde Billups. He's always been worrying us, demanding all the documents on the case against his sister Flora, who was convicted of killing her mother-in-law. Clyde insisted that when the crime took place, his sister was possessed by a forest spirit, so she must be innocent. He says he was with her that day and saw 2 ice cubes in her eyes instead of pupils. Supposedly that's a sign you're possessed by some creature with an unspeakable name. He beat his chest and shouted that he could prove her innocence in a minute, if only we showed him all the papers. Is that enough for you? To top it all off, his sister was released early, 2 weeks ago, but Clyde started coming in every day, demanding that we let him into the archive, so he could wash away the shame from his family's name. After all that, all the documents of the convicts who recently left the prison suddenly disappeared. They were kept in a special black box, not in the yellow ones like everything else. Okay. Clyde didn't just take the file for his sister's case, but took all the other cases in the box, like he just grabbed whatever he could. Probably just trying to cover his tracks. The fat fella couldn't even fit between the shelves. He knocked down a box full of old papers, spilled them all over the floor. By the way, we haven't seen Clyde for a couple of days now. Apparently he got what he wanted, and he's preparing his appeal. Okay, yeah, it does sound like that's reasonable. The archive room before the theft. Right, sneaks in. Looks over some stuff. Grabs the file he wants, leaves the file he wants, burns the file he wants. Yeah. Alright, what's the other thing? The man in the hoodie leaves. Yeah. Okay. Well, this hasn't triggered an arrest thing, so either one of the squares is wrong, or it's the wrong suspect. So, yeah. Oh, from time to time, Sharpwood residents may come to you with personal requests. Of course, this work is off the books, but sometimes assignments like this can earn some extra money. Okay. Let's see. Ernest Einhorn in Sycamore Street.
I'm trying to get my hands on a collection of dusty old coins that Evelyn Guzman is holding onto. But the old lady rejected several generous offers. She says that the coins are the only thing she has left from her dead husband, which means they're priceless for her. Once she follows her husband into the grave, the coins will go to probate, and I won't get another chance to buy them again. So I want to get them some other way. Send one of your people to her, to tell her the coins are connected to a federal investigation, and the state might need to confiscate them. That'll definitely get her to sell them. It's not like I'm going to rip off the old lonely bag. I'll give her a fair price, and I'll pay you for your help, too.
It's pretty shady, but... okay. Guildenstern, take care of it.
.544 in progress.
Hostage situation. A bank employee took his boss hostage for failing to give him a raise. It's pretty serious. I might even send a sniper for this one. Okay, so we'll send... negotiation would be good, so we'll send Potts. She's pretty intelligent as well. What else have we... we could send Belmont for the marksmanship. And then Shell Mickey for some XP. Seems like that paid out. And we got $1,000. Okay. I kind of like the little sort of model village look of this one. Young guy in a shirt and tie is holding a pair of scissors at his boss's throat. I deserve a raise more than anyone else here. Okay, well, I'm going to maybe go with Potts negotiation. Tell the man no one gets a raise through violence.
544 complete.
Good. You're right, I just need to work even harder and then I'll definitely be appreciated. He then put the scissors on the floor and surrendered to the police. There we go. Good work, everybody. Potts. Well, she's very quick, surprisingly. I'm going to give her a bit more intelligence as well. Lots of cops who can help out with the investigations. Now, Belmont's interesting. I'm going to go stealth. Yeah, he's got a silencer perk now, so it kind of helps his shooting. Mr. Nash, today I turned out to be an unwitting witness to a horrible crime where innocent lives were hanging in the balance. It was a pleasure seeing the cops working under your leadership. Everybody always said that the cops here just hang around polishing their badges, but after what I saw today, I have no doubt that true professionals work at your department. I have 4 children myself, and I'd just die if something happened to my bunnies. Thank you for your work. I really want to thank you in some way. I work as a cleaner, and I could at least straighten up the station for you. I won't mess with anyone or touch anyone's things, I'll just polish everything up, so you won't even recognize the place. Just point me to a bucket and some water. Now, I'm inclined to say yes, but I have a feeling this is going to explode in my face, but we'll go yeah.
522 in progress.
We do have some people here. A group of atheists are noisily demanding that the church is shut down. Okay. Well. Shooting and strength. Intelligence. Yeah. I think we'll just send those two. Clumsy and Masuka. Yeah, Judge Trent announced that the verdict in the case of the secret of the pink chewing gum. The defendant, Tommy Moore, was found guilty. Cool, everyone involved gets plus 50, which is rather nice. Probably get some upgrades here. Virgil Birch, okay. Alright, let's get some more negotiation going. Yeah, it's a good one to have. Potts, feel like you're getting promoted a lot these days. Let's go stealth as well. There we go. I think Potts is going to be one of my best officers. Meridian. Yeah, let's go intel as well. It's a good way to get them XP is to get them on cases, isn't it? Sandra Spurlock. Let's make you very quick. Pierce Rosenkrantz. Let's make you really sneaky. The ninja. Oh, still going. Lev Aliev. Okay. Again, negotiation might be a good one to add. Warmth and comfort. From John Elman. Mr. Nash, you sorted out the investigation even faster than I expected. The criminal can rot in prison while my family sleeps quietly, and your cops won't have to freeze their asses off in their outhouses. My people are already out installing their new ones. Tomorrow, every policeman will have a brand new toilet in his house, and finally they'll all be doing their business in warmth and comfort. That's nice. I think, I'm not sure, but I think we might get a bit of extra loyalty from some of the cops once that happens. Religion is night, filled with monsters, the protesters are chanting. At the front of the crowd is a woman in horn-rimmed glasses carrying The Origin of Species by Charles Darwin. Okay, so I've got strength, shooting, intelligence. Pretty good. Maybe the... Well, I wonder if that's the negotiation one, or is that the... I'm going to go with the intelligence one from Masuka. The church and state are separate. The police are supposed to guard that border, not step over it. The woman in the glasses shouts and throws Darwin's book in the cop's direction. I do have a taser. I'd rather not use it. Instead, let's shoot into the air. Calm down, though.
522 complete.
Yeah, okay. The crowd was frightened by the gunshot and fled. Only the leader of the rally remained behind. She wanted to drive to the station for further discussion. Okay. Clumsy. Let's get you going into negotiation. Thanks to his incredible... Oh yeah, we already... Comes included, part of the package. Feels like it's going alright so far today. Yeah, we've got a rape. Mr. Roger Linnington's gas station. A girl went to refuel her car but forgot her purse at home. When the gas station attendant learned that she didn't have any money, he demanded that the girl... Oh god, suck him for every girl. Right, okay. Tempted to send... Potts... Guildenstern? Send Chelmicky out on the next one as well, because I want to get him leveled up too. The gas station attendant has the girl's hands tied with a hose, and he's forced her to her knees. He's threatening her as he unbuttons his pants. Bitch, you move a muscle and pour gasoline down your throat and set you on fire. Okay. Well, I don't want to stab... Have I got sneak? I actually do have a bit of sneak on Potts. Why do we sneak up on him?
541 complete.
Got managed to sneak up and arrest him. The girl was not physically hurt. That's good.
$555 in progress.
Extortion. A drunk labourer is extorting fare money from people who are waiting for the bus. Okay. I'm going to send... Belmont, Chelmicky, and Guildenstern. Just to get the lower guys a bit more XP. A short, fat labourer with a large head is pulling at the purse of a tall girl. Let's see if you don't have any cash, bitch. Okay. Use the baton. I don't have any strength. I do have a baton. I could get it maybe on Chelmicky. Oh, I don't want to stab him with a knife. Oh dear. The cop strikes the drunken labourer in the kidneys with his baton, but this doesn't make much of an impression. He lets go of the girl's purse and grabs the cop by the chest. I don't have to... I don't want to stab him with a big knife. Go on, Chelmicky.
555 complete.
Yeah, you got XP for it. I didn't really want to do that, but... Okay, Chelmicky, what are we going to make you into? Let's give you some negotiation. That aside, I mean, it's still considered a successful call-out, but I'd rather not have killed someone.
526 in progress.
A guy was trying to pick up a girl on the street. When she blew him off, he followed her back to her house, made a Molotov cocktail and threw it through a window. Bloody hell. All right. Aronovich hasn't gone out yet today, so we'll send Aronovich. I'm going to send Chelmicky again. Guildenstern for XP and Masuka. Do I want the sniper? Maybe, yeah, maybe they'll send the sniper too. Be slightly alert that we might get a tactical mission. And I'd have to wait for these guys to come back, so... 1, 2, 3... I'd only have... If that happens, I'd only have 3 at this moment in time. New frame... Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, he's got quite a... That's the man in the hoodie. Alright, so, what does he do? Yeah, I don't think he does that. Hoodie sneaks in... Is it into the court through the back door? Opens the door to arc over the wooden stake. Yeah, there were splinters in the locks. That makes sense. Rummages through a file, chucks out some old ones, leaves with his bits. Emil Pedersen, a pagan fanatic, stole the files of a newly released female convicts to help them embark on a better path. Okay. Yeah, let's bring him in. Oop. Flames are coiling out the broken window of the first floor. Outside there's a man with his hands on his hips, admiring his handiwork. Okay, what do we got? Don't have a lot of... We have some stealth. No one's got a taser? Oh, bloody hell. Order the suspect to surrender. Some negotiation. No, I'm going to send Aranovich to sneak up on him. The cop snuck up on the suspect and arrested him. Meanwhile, a woman's cry can be heard through the flaming window. The front door is covered in flames. I feel like I'm going to send Guildenstern in because he's got a point in speed. Maybe circle around the building if we go in with, like, intelligence, maybe? Maybe go in the back way?
526 complete.
Yeah, the cop got into the house through the backyard and pulled the girl from the burning building. She inhaled some smoke, but she'll be alright. That's cool. Nice. Oh, Masuka's leveled up. A strong... Oh, yeah. I give him some shooting. Mr. Nash, I think I did a good job today. I'll go home and have a nice rest. See you tomorrow. Alright, now what do we got here? He loves to spend evenings in the park's open air, or on afternoons he works. Well, it's midnight, practically, so let's do this. Let's send Potts and Belmont to go rest him. Doesn't look like we're going to get a tactical mission. From Paige Salazar. My happiest day became a nightmare. Today I got married and became a widow. Yes, my Korean wasn't young, but he was a real man and a retired cop. We were celebrating our wedding and everything was magical until it was time for the traditional dance. Karim and I had fun whirling in the center of the room when suddenly his heart seized up. He fell to the floor and a minute later he wasn't breathing. He died in my arms. But in his life, Kareem was a cheerful man, and he wouldn't want all this wonderful festive food and drink to be wasted. He told me a lot about his days working for the police, about how there was hardly ever a chance to take a break from the hard work. Then I started thinking he'd have loved you guys to help yourself to our table. Please come, take everything back to the station, eat your fill, and take the rest from your troubles. Take a rest from your troubles. Most of all, take their stuff away. I don't think I can even look at the wedding cake without breaking into tears. Yes? I worry they might get food poisoning or something. But
511 in progress.
yeah, I do have officers available. Yeah, that should be fine. 2 drunk guys racing their motorcycles accidentally hit an invalid who was slowly crossing the road. One of the motorcycles turned over and its rider was killed. The other rider is attempting to evade arrest. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of good mix of skills there. So, did we get the suspect? Caught. There we go. Good work for good day for Potts. I think it's our third point. Let's make her really sneaky. She's a ninja. Emil Pedersen turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Woodsman. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Okay. So let's interrogate him. Why women? Male prisoners don't deserve help. You're really going to help them? Why women? Male prisoners don't deserve help? A man is hopelessly ugly, but the woman's body is perfect, except for one flaw that can easily be removed with a scalpel. It's like I'm talking to a wall, you just don't understand. Oh. Oh. That was it? There's a chance you'll find another way to loosen the offender's tongue. Maybe you shouldn't take the case to court yet. Okay. I guess we'll sit on that for a day? Or 2? I wonder if that was a tutorial thing. None of it would have worked. I don't know. Maybe I just messed up. A patrol car catches up with a motorcyclist. Rider is a bald-headed man wearing riding goggles. We've actually got most of the bases covered apart from negotiation. Which is probably the ordering to stop, I imagine, would be. Thinking of sending Clumsy to leap onto the motorcycle. Let's order him to stop.
511 complete.
The guy obeys the cop, stops the motorbike, and surrenders. Good. Okay. Good Rosencrantz. Okay, well, I think that you probably deserve an extra point of negotiation for that. That's probably it for the day, right? Aronovich can probably come in tomorrow. We'll see kind of what our personnel situation is. Might send Masuka as well. Pretty good day. No debits either, which is a nice change. Let's have a look. No one's got any gear. They're all loyal. Can I afford them all? So that's 20, 34, 44. I can actually afford all of those and a taser cartridge. Maybe I do that. Guzman. Yeah, why not? Just check that. So 34, 44, 51. Yeah, okay. Did his cost go up? I mean, it's fine. He's probably the one I wanted the most, and maybe I should have worked. I didn't realize that the cost would go up. That was 17, right? I'm not going mad. Okay, well, I'm going to buy the taser cartridge anyway. I'll buy a bit more of other stuff too. Okay, well, we got 2 new cops, and that's not the worst outcome. Just note to self, maybe hire first the one that you most want. Aliev, Mustard, Rosencrantz, Potts. Oh, they're all full stamina again. That's pretty cool. Clumsy, Shiny, Muzuka, Rockman, Light, Birch, Aronovich, Kurosawa, Belmont, Spurlock, Chelmicky won't come in. Meridian, Guildenstern. French. Penkin. Mr. Nash, I can't tomorrow. I've got a rehearsal. We need to start getting ready for the spring concert. My wife's sisters are a tough crowd, you know. So I've got 17 selected. I mean, I'll take them all because, you know, it might be a busy day. I'm not quite sure why their recovery's been so quick. Yeah, I'm not unhappy about it. We'll take anyone who's got a full stamina bar.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
It's me.
I'm listening, Lily.
I decided that I wanted to talk about the woman.
What woman?
About the woman with the coins.
Oh,
Lily,
God, the old lady.
Do you realize that you're calling me in the middle of the night?
It was wrong, Jack, what you did. I'm not trying to exaggerate. It's not the worst thing you could... I don't want to compare it with... I want to tell you that I think it was wrong, and I think that you yourself understand that it was wrong. Am I wrong?
Lily, go to sleep.
Jack, just want to make sure that we're seeing eye to eye on this. That we're on the same team, you know? It's important to me.
For a cop, nothing's more important than a good night's sleep. You can trust me on that.
It seems I'm more like a nanny than a cop.
And I'm all cop.
Jack treats her like absolute dirt. It's a bit annoying. I don't like that about his personality. He's not supposed to be a hero. Nash, everyone's saying that the sequel to Last Temptation of Neptune is coming out. I still haven't even read the first one. It's not that I like books, but I don't want to look like the dumbest guy in the department. Can I take the day off to read it? Now, the thing is with these disloyal cops, I think I can gain their loyalty by, you know, being a bit nicer to them. Likewise, if you're mean to the loyal ones, you can lose loyalty. So I'm actually tempted to say yes and see if she'll, well, maybe not off this request, but eventually maybe she'll become loyal. Whereas we got Aronovich. Hooray, it finally happened. I just got The Last Temptation of Neptune 2, the ice-chipping trident. In paperback, of course, but it's better than nothing. Don't count on me today. I'm staying home and reading till I find out who killed the Six of Diamonds. He was killed on the last page of the first book. Oh, we've been wondering for a year and a half. It's enough to drive you crazy, isn't it? That's okay with you, right? And I've got lots of cops in today. High stamina. Lots of loyal people, obviously. Aronovich is loyal. I don't want to lose that. I'm going to say yes. Okay. Fine. I don't want any more people with this bloody... Guildenstern. Yes, the last one I'm... Chief, I got back home last night and saw that some guys were fixing up my bathroom. Before I had time to pick up my drawer up off the floor, they wheeled in a brand new toilet into my house and installed it in less than an hour. A toilet in the house, can you imagine? No more night runs to the outhouse through the snow and wind, no more blue, frostbitten ass. The workers just smiled and told me to thank you. But I don't even know how to thank you for this. It's a miracle. Now you can rely on me for anything, I've no doubt about it. Now, you were loyal anyway, so I didn't... Lee was also loyal. Mr. Nash, I could kiss you right now, but I wore up my lips kissing my new toilet bowl. Even flushing cigarette butts is a pleasure, not to mention more intimate matters. Clumsy. Boss, you're my saviour. These pipes won't leak for 100 years, and the toilet is so shiny that you could put it on a patrol car in place of the flasher and see it clear across Sharpwood. You can laugh, but this toilet has everyone in my family smiling. Aww. Dun 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 dun. Shiny is loyal to me. Thank you, Shiny. Kurosawa's loyal. This is huge. Spurlock's loyal. This is all huge. Joe Mickey's loyal. All the disloyal ones are now loyal to me. Look at that. There's the toilets. Penkin! Huzzah! Yeah, let's just read this. I'm not sure what he's going on about. Nash, I was up late yesterday after the shift and found Donna very hard at work. The poor woman went through the whole station, cleaned... Oh, she was the janitor, right? Cleaned her stuff out that hadn't been touched for years. Of course, I helped her lift the heavy stuff, and we talked until midnight without stopping. I couldn't take my eyes off her. She's such a beautiful and practical woman. She respects our work. You know how folks normally treat cops around here. I've always dreamed of a woman like this, and I decided that old age wasn't going to stand in my way. I took destiny in my hands last night and proposed on the spot. She agreed. Can you imagine? So I'm going to retire. I want to live out the rest of my days living a quiet family life, not dodging bullets. And I won't be idle. She's got her children that I'll be helping with, so I'll still have plenty to do. I won't be bored with retirement. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. All the guys at the station appreciated that you're trying to make their lives cleaner and more comfortable. God damn it, Mustard. Okay, how many do I actually have now after all? I've got loads. That's fine. A bit annoying to lose mustard, I'll admit. But we'll be okay, I think. We'll be okay. Alright, so... I don't have any active investigations at the moment, so Aliev, you're going to just be on the usual patrol. We'll give you a baton, a stun grenade, Rosencrantz, baton, stun, pots, that. Clumsy, you're good at shooting, we'll give you a taser. Pepper spray, why not? Rockman. Yeah, we'll do that. Later, light, as I'm used to saying it, do that. Birch. I'm kind of looking who else is going to get tasers. I want to send some out, even if they're not amazing shooters. So Birch, tell you what, you get a taser, pepper spray. Kurosawa, you get a taser, pepper spray. Belmont, obviously you get a taser, and stun grenade. Spurlock, give you the baton and a shocker. Radian, you get that. French, do that. And I have an extra stun grenade. I could maybe give that to someone like... give it to Clumsy. There we go. Alright. Alright. It's going okay. Going okay. Lots of cops on. Need to pay Fry tomorrow. It's fine. I got the cash. I need more of it, obviously. Mr. Nash, sir, I'm glad to report that I've completed all my treatments and I'm ready to enter service under your supervision. I'm sure that my attitude towards work and my procedural approach to working with suspects will be a benefit to our department and the whole town. So this is the guy Jack beat up with a mop. Alright, Fletcher. What's your thing? Negotiation? Alright, got a harassment call. A drunk labourer is pestering a dark-skinned girl. 3:15. Okay, well, we'll send French. Everyone's loyal. I don't need to worry about that anymore. What about those two? They're not quite there. And Meridian. Could be a really busy day, couldn't it? Maybe I'll take French out. We'll try and just make sure we meet the Oh. Okay, she still doesn't want to work with Meridian. Does she, okay. But you and Kurosawa go out, yeah? They must have, like, hidden personality traits, because even Loyal, she doesn't want to go out with one of the rookies, which is a bit annoying. A drunken labourer is standing very close to a pretty dark-skinned girl, yelling in her face, I love you, Friday! Come with me, you're a goddess! Okay, what have we got? We got some negotiation. I'm obviously not just going to watch. I think, yeah, let's use Kurosawa to negotiate.
540 complete.
Yeah, the drunken labourer obeyed the cop, walked away from the gun and surrendered. It turns out that this wasn't his first time seeing this was his first time seeing a dark-skinned girl, and he was overwhelmed by her astonishing beauty. Kurosawa, finally, we got you a perk point. I think you deserve a bit more negotiation. There we go. God, if we get a tactical mission today, we should be absolutely sorted. What's this? Tasks marked with a special colour will help you build long-term and mutually beneficial relationship with some of Sharpwood's more noteworthy residents. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Warehouse.
Mr. Nash, I lease storage containers where people put things that for one reason or another they can't keep at home. Somebody doesn't have enough space, someone else prefers to keep their pornography collection away from their curious wife. Today my grandchildren came to work for me, the sweet little troublemakers. They started to play with everything on my table and at some point lost a bunch of keys for the containers in a snowdrift. I scolded them, of course, but we haven't been able to find the keys. I heard that there were some smart detectives in your apartment who can easily find an escaped cat. And they're ready for action, like when they helped with the census. Send me two of your sharper people. Let them search the snowdrifts and find the lost keys. And in gratitude, I'll let you have my best container, where you can keep whatever you want. You'll probably come across something you'd like to keep at arm's length. You may as well take that CD VCR, too. The grandkids are always watching the same loud action movies, and I'm tired of the racket.
Now, this is probably where we put all the stuff we've been like just storing in boxes in the hallway at the station. So he is specifically looking for intelligent people. I'm going to send French, who's very intelligent. Actually, Meridian is as well. Should I just send those two? I don't think the score matters, but they are very clever. Barbara Kimbrell at kindergarten. Mr. Nash, all our teachers have gone out drinking and there's no one to watch the children. I'd sit with them myself, but the kindergarten director has other duties, so I'm counting on you for help. Can you give me one cop who knows how to get along with children, who can look after the kids until their parents collect them? Some of them have a naughty streak, of course, but you know how to handle them. They'll turn into angels. Oh, if you know how to handle them. Of course, I'll pay you for your help at normal babysitting rate, and I'll also give you something from our warehouse. Sounds good. So we probably want someone with good negotiation. Kurosawa. What? I guess his thing is that he won't work below a certain stamina. Is that it? I could send Birch. Alright, maybe Birch. There we go. I feel like the cops have more personality than they did in the first game. I mean, God, I'm almost glad because so many of them died in the first game on my watch. Mr. Nash, we found the keys. It was sunny and the glare from the keychain brought us right to them. The old man was delighted with our detective work. VHS tapes with movies. VCR. Grand in cash. I think this is just an inventory, isn't it? So this is what I've got at the moment. Okay. Yeah, that's just... Yeah. Mr. Nash, it went just fine. Kids will be kids. At first they were ready for a fight, but I quickly calmed them down and we had a great time. First I read them fairy tales, and then we played cops and bandits. Good work, Birch. We got some Frank's Hygiene Products toilet paper. Henry's Smile infant formula. Diapers. And $20. Okay.
522 in progress.
What we got here? Some people have gathered near a large pothole in the asphalt, blocking the road. They're demanding that the city authorities fix the road. I mean, that seems fair enough, doesn't it? Probably don't need to send the sniper to this one. Why is there a statue of an abacus in the middle of a park? Okay, so... Is it Rosencrantz? He's pretty good with stuff. I kind of want Meridian and French to get a bit leveled up. There. Hopefully once they're over 150, Spurlock will actually agree to, like, go out with them.
534 in progress.
A woman is beating her son for trying to run across the road when the light was red. Oh dear. Speed, intelligence. So is Kurosawa going to refuse to go out this... Yeah. I think he only works once a day. I think that's Kurosawa's thing, even if he's loyal. I'll just send Spurlock. Do another investigation. I enjoy those. Some people are standing across the road holding hands. In front of them is a large pothole in the asphalt. The crowd is being led by a bald, stocky man in a soldier's coat. We do have good negotiation. We've got good intel from these guys. But I think I'll go with the intel and the negotiation here. The crowd ignored the cop. The people started shouting even louder and approached the patrol car. I'm leaning towards... that might turn ugly. No one's got any shooting, so it doesn't probably matter who I pick. I'm going to pick French to shoot in the air.
522 complete.
There we go. The crowd was frightened by the shot and fled. Only the leader of the rally remained behind, and the police arrested him. There we go. Good work, guys. I thought if I just arrested the leader, it might just inflame the rest of the crowd. Mr. Nash, you're lucky. This VCR is almost brand new. Let's put it in the dining hall, since there's never anything to watch on TV. We have a lot of great action videos, which me and the other guys are excited to see. Of course, we won't be watching movies during working hours, only at night we're off the clock. You got my word. Now, I happen to know... I remember this. If you do this, then... Well, I don't want people to turn disloyal, but if you do this, some cops turn up to work, like, really tired from being up all night watching movies. Do I take the risk? And say no. I'm going to say no. Yeah, okay. My main worry there was people turning disloyal, but it was okay.
$5.19 in progress.
A drunk woman holding a bottle of beer is backhanding her 5-year-old son on his cheeks. What a little pest you are. Can't you see I'm not finished yet? The boy is crying, but doesn't dare move. Okay, what do we got? Speed, intelligence, strength. Restrainer.
534 complete.
The cop managed to restrain and arrest the woman. The child will be taken in by social services. Spurlock. I think I just want all the cops to have a little bit of negotiation because I think that's really important for solving these call-outs. Nearby neighbours are complaining that the beauty salon is blasting music too loud. Okay, doesn't seem too drastic. Why don't we send Birch, Meridian, and French? I'm just working them a bit harder just so they get a bit of experience. A couple more call-outs, and Meridian will actually be above that 150 professionalism score, which I think is quite important. There's a cheerful march coming from the beauty salon, and someone's silhouette can be seen in the window. Oh, don't! Oh my god! Oh, scout the place with the sniper. This is suspicious to me. I don't have any... Oh, I got a bit of stealth with Meridian. Let's go in the back door with him. Oh. The cop enters the beauty salon through the back door. In the middle of the hall, there's a man tied to a chair with a gag in his mouth. Wide strips of red theatrical makeup are smeared across his face. Circling around the chair is a disheveled, stooped woman with a razor. I will make you beautiful. I will make you beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, do we have any shooting? We don't. We do have a taser. Who's got the taser? Birch. It's got to be a taser, isn't it? Always be tasing.
519 complete.
The policeman shoots the woman with the taser and she falls to the floor, twitching out of time with the music. Okay, everyone got out okay. It does... Well, French should get a skill point, but Meridian's still one short. One call out short. Birch, let's really get you doing good negotiation. French. It's more shooting. We actually don't have a lot of... We've got a couple of guys who are really good at shooting, but a lot are not that good. I think we've had a pretty successful day, all things considered. And a bunch of these guys I didn't even use just so they can come out tomorrow, so that's pretty nice. Any late call-outs? Doesn't... Nope. Oh, we got one.
520 in progress.
We got one! Justice, Trent's Park. An eyewitness is complaining about a young couple who are laying on a park bench and sensitively rubbing against each other. It looked to me like the guy's pants were unbuttoned. There's children building a snowman 20 feet away. Should we send the sniper? Okay, well, I'm going to send Meridian so he can get over his 150 thing. Who else is... Have I sent... Spurlock won't go with those guys. Tell you what. Send Birch and those guys. I know I keep using the same guys. My tactic for doing that is like I said, so that a lot of people will be sort of max energy ready to go out the next day. A guy with unbuttoned trousers and a girl wearing only a long fur coat are having sex on a bench. Meridian to sneak up? Or I could... Cool. Pepper spray seems harsh. But then why am I sneaking up? These all sound rubbish. So I guess... That's pepper spray, right? We'll use some pepper spray.
520 complete.
The cop hit the couple with pepper spray, and suddenly they lost all interest. They were arrested without further incident. Now the lovers will just have to deal with being separated for a while. Meridian. Again, let's give you a little point in shooting. There we go. Cool, I think we're done. Just wait for them to get back to the station. I think we were successful in all our calls today, which is rather nice. All right, let's have a look at the new hires. So, okay, I'm tempted to go for Dimas. He's cheaper than Yarbrough. Yarbrough does come with a shocker, but he's like 9 more tabs to buy, and the shocker's only worth 3, so that seems like... I mean, I know he's got a couple more skill pips as well. He's actually less professional than Dimas, though. So I feel like Dimas is the best value here. I can get one of these guys, so we'll do that. We'll get another baton. I've got more tasers than cartridges, but maybe I'll get another shocker. There we go. That'll do. We've got one more shift in us. So we'll just pick all the guys who are full energy, and then we'll circle back if I need to drop down any further. It's looking pretty good, though. So what about Kurosawa? I'm gonna bring Kurosawa in because he'd only go out on 1 call anyway, so we might as well have him in. We've got 15 cops. Thing is, some of them might not come in, right? I think as Rosencrantz he's only got a tiny bit of stamina gone. Well, we'll bring him in. 16 out of 20 is not too bad. There we go. Alrighty. Hopefully we just go straight into it. Oh, okay.
God, Lana, you know how to sneak up on somebody.
You're seeing Plunkett today, right?
Only if I manage to rake up all this paperwork before noon. Talking to the old man after that is useless. He'll already be soaking up his cocktails. I hear they're having problems with the new curator from the mayor's office, the one in the green jacket.
I need to take notes on Isaac Brommel's testimony. You remember him, paralyzed at the waist. It's 3 hours one way. I'll be stuck there until evening, so I need you to give this folder to Plunkett. Mila says that he's leaving tomorrow, flying off on some conference, so I want him to get the folder today, okay?
What do you have?
I want the Jack Boyd case given special status.
Oh, Lana, do you even understand what special status even means?
I need access to the closed sections of the police department's archive. I need to be removed from all other cases. I need 2 assistants. I need support from Paulson.
Lana.
I need a surveillance team, a judicial order for the
Lana.
wiretapping of 4 witnesses. First of all, Emma Weinstein, and permission to search her.
Lana, listen to yourself. What are you trying to achieve? Do you even understand what's waiting for you? It's one thing to drag all the witnesses through here 10 times. Plunkett is somehow tolerating that. But it's another thing to... Oh, God, why don't you do something...
Something easier?
more relevant?
Have you looked at the papers recently, Reeves? No one's seen Jack Boyd for almost a year, and he's still on the front pages. Show me something more relevant.
Oh, Lana, look, God knows, you did what you could. The asshole is already 8 months on the federal wanted list. The feds can't find him. And can you? You mind-fucked all your colleagues, mind-fucked everybody, one by one, through the whole police department. Plus any poor son of a bitch who ever saw him, talked to him, delivered him pizza, or checked his prostate. You went through mountains of documents, some of which you were not supposed to see, and I have always been ready to look the other way. Until you come in...
You're not my boss, Reeves. I don't care if you looked the other way. I never asked you for help with the investigation, and I'm still not. Just give Plunkett the fucking folder and make sure he's sober enough to read it.
She's not happy with Jack. Okay, Kurosawa didn't turn up. I mean... Yeah. Aliev, no. I'm surprised at Aliev. Alright, well, we still got, what, 14 cops? So we should be alright. Oh, yeah, Rosencrantz is still a little bit tired. I'm going to try and avoid sending Rosencrantz on calls, so let's maybe equip him last. Shooting, Taser. Shiny gets a Taser. Oh, hang on. Taser and a stun. Taser and a stun. Fletcher, you're pretty good with a baton, as we know. I can send out one more taser. Who's my best shooting guy? I mean, it's obviously Belmont, isn't it? So, that. Pepper spray for him. Elite, baton. What about a shocker? Aranovich, baton, pepper spray. Baton, stun. Baton, pepper spray. Is anyone... Okay, so who's not got anything? Muzika doesn't have anything, or Masuka, rather. Shocker and a stun. It's just Rosencrantz, isn't it? So let's give him... I'll give him one each. Oh, didn't have him selected. Who did I give that to, then? Or Muzika. Okay. Boom. Boom. Rosencrantz. Ding, ding, ding. I think I'm right in thinking that there's no point sending out a taser without a cartridge. Like, it doesn't come loaded with one and that's a spare. That's actually its ammo, right? Price payment. Yeah, I'm okay on that. Little circus down there. I didn't notice that. Is that always been there, or is it just arrived today?
550 in progress.
A couple of activists released some pigs that were on their way to the slaughterhouse. However, the pigs were hungry and attacked their saviors. Okay. So we'll probably send Penkin and Guildenstern out. Who else should we send, though? We need someone relatively skilled, I think. So that would be 450. That would get us up to 500. It might be a bit short. Tell you what, Fletcher. You take the rookies out. We still need one more. Okay. Maybe I'll send Aranovich, Chomiki. How about that? I'm going to send a sniper, I suppose. Take out a pig. But they might be able to get it done. Robbery. A barefoot guy in a t-shirt and shorts stole a woman's purse and quietly sat down at a nearby shop. Weird. Weird. Okay, so that's not going to get to 510, but if we send, say, Late and Demas... I feel like we might get a tactical mission today. It's been a few shifts since we last had one. A young girl in a long white dress was hastily pushed into a car by some strangely dressed people. I think this might be a false alarm. I think it might be like a wedding thing, but I think obviously we have to take it seriously. So let's send Potts and Clumsy. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's a false alarm. Busy morning so far. Two pregnant women fighting over a baby outfit. Okay. Alright, Fletcher. Belmont, I guess. A barefoot guy in a t-shirt and shorts is sitting on a bench and counting his money, tongue sticking out. What do we got? We got a bit of stealth, a bit of shooting, a bit of speed, and a bit of strength. Don't have any negotiation. Maybe we'll sneak up with Demas?
552 complete.
We managed to sneak up on the criminal and arrest him. Turned out that he's certified as mentally incompetent and his guardian recently died. Oh, quite sad actually. Just make Demas a bit of an all-rounder. Let's give him a bit of negotiation there. A lot of call-outs so far, but we're doing alright. What's this? Albert Sigvaldason, Winter Nights Resort.
There's a problem with some firewood I cut down to heat my bathhouse. The main problem is this inspector who was sent to Shabwood to collect his pension, and out of boredom he decided he'd look into my business. It turns out that I cut down some priceless Gettysburg black oaks. We cut down conifers all the time, but sometimes these oaks are mixed in with them. And of course, my boys don't really pay attention to stuff like that. I tried to explain to the inspector that my guys aren't arborists and don't pay much attention to every single tree. They see trunk, they get to work. But he only threatened me with fines, and he even said I can go to prison. Could you send out one of your more convincing cops to explain things to this guy? He needs to explain that the forest is doing fine and the police have everything under control. If you solve this problem for me, I'll let you and your guys come to my bathhouse whenever you want. I swear it'll make you feel like a new man.
Alright, who have we got in negotiation? Shiny. Off you go. Ooh, the couple have climbed onto a flimsy wooden fence while hungry pigs wait for them below. Okay, well, I don't have a stun grenade. None of my guys have a stun grenade. Did I? Oh, maybe I didn't scroll down far enough to actually equip these guys with anything. Throw a saddle. Well, let's shoot in the air. Do I have... Has anyone got shooting? Guildenstern has some. The sound of the warning shot is drowned out by the roaring and grunting of the hungry pigs. One of the pigs is butting the fence while another tries to dig under it. The fence begins to lean and the couple screams in horror. Okay, we're going to shoot the one that's butting the fence. The wounded pig squeals and bleeds. The other pigs lose interest in the couple and now run straight at the cops. Oh, yikes. I guess we keep shooting. Got a feeling of foreboding about this.
Complete.
Whew. I was worried we might lose some people. A cop kills a few more pigs and the other animals flee in fear. The activist couple climbs down off the fence and surrenders. Good. I was worried we might get someone dying to pig. That kind of shows why we need a bit of shooting, I think. So let's... Anyone who hasn't got shooting, I'm going to make that their next point. Guildenstern. Again, maybe I'll make you just a bit of an all-rounder. Let's give you some negotiation. Penkin, where should we put your first point? Shooting.
.553 in progress.
The girl wasn't really being kidnapped. Bride stealing is a traditional ritual for the Kazakh people and the family custom of the newlyweds. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. Armed robbery. A teenager with a gun is demanding the church's donation box. Well, we'll send the sniper, as it's an armed robbery. Rosencrantz, Masuka, Rockman. I'm just slightly short, so I guess we'll send... In terms of equipment, what we got? We got that stuff. We've got... Don't have anyone with a taser. Stun grenades, pepper spray. Scintillate. Two women in late-term pregnancy are playing tug-of-war with a bright baby outfit, trying to hit each other in the face. Probably carefully separate the women. What skill would be more important here? And if I try Belmont, if he succeeds, he should be able to level up.
524 complete.
The officer managed to gently but firmly separate the pregnant women and escort them to the patrol car. There we go, so Belmont's leveled up. Some baby formula. He's already really good at shooting. Let's make him really sneaky as well.
.523 in progress.
Yeah, I'm running out of officers, but we are about to get some back.
.518 in progress.
Yeah, I think that one's just like a loud TV or something. Oh, God. Okay. Mr. Nash, I talked to that nerd and explained that the police had the situation under control and we didn't need his help. He won't be going back to Winter Night's Resort. Mr. Sigvalderson was so pleased with the news that he pulled me into his bathhouse and let me have a sauna. I haven't felt so full of energy for a long time. Oh, nice shiny. We got some laundry products, got a bit of cash. A hot steam, a leaf broom, and delicious food are the keys to happiness and relaxation. Any cop will be glad to spend a few hours at the Winter Night's Resort. Don't worry, we don't serve alcohol, just an invigorating sharpwood infusion. Wait, what? Hang on, what? Is that for me? Don't know what I'm saying yes to. Yes? A teenager with trembling hands has a revolver trained on the priest. He's clutching the donations box, and the kid is shouting at him, "Don't you want to live? Just give me the box." There are a lot of people in the church. They've come for regular services. There's a Bible on each bench. Don't necessarily want to shoot him. It might not even be real gun. I think with Rosencrantz, we're going to do that. He's got some negotiation. He's got intelligence and stealth. I'm hoping that's decent. The teenager raises his revolver and shoots the ceiling. Okay, real gun. The people stampede the exits in a panic, squeezing through the doorways to escape. Free to the high powers. Okay, again, Rosencrantz, calm people down. The people listen to the cop and stop pushing into the doorways. The teenager takes advantage of the turmoil, grabs the box, and leaps over to the window. I still don't want to shoot him. Who have I got for speed? Rockman, maybe. Or late. I'm going to go late, because he'll get a thing if he does this. Let's run after the teenager.
553 complete.
Yes. The cop catches the teenager and pushes him to the floor. The revolver flies out of the teenager's hands, and the cop slaps some handcuffs on him. There we go. So late. Well, let's give you top speed now. Cool. Alright, so this... Oh, 3 cops I want to send to have a nice time at the baths. I can only send ones that are on active duty. We'll do that towards the end of the day. I think it's not on a timer, that one. What we got? Destruction of property. 2 homeless people are trying to disassemble a radio tower. Support for scrap. Okay, let's sort that out. Pots. We'll just get a deal with that. They're focusing on...
534 in progress.
Hang on. I mean, it could be something. It might be something. Alright, well, we're going to send Rosencrantz, Clumsy, and the sniper to that, just in case. It's the child abuse. Some neighbors are complaining about a child's loud screaming and crying. Okay, why don't we send late Guildenstern Penkin.
532 in progress.
A drunk woman holding a penknife is threatening a teenager who is sitting on a bench playing the guitar. God, he must be playing badly, huh? Alright, we'll send Fletcher, Musica, and Chelmicky to that one. I feel like we're definitely going to get a tactical thing here, just it's making me send out so many cops at once. 2 homeless people with a 2-handed saw trying to cut through one of the supports of the radio tower. The sound of grinding metal is deafening. She could sneak, she could shoot. Well, actually, it's pretty better for her to sneak than shoot, I guess, so...
518 complete.
The cop managed to sneak up and arrest them. The Sharpwood radio tower is safe. Good work, bots. Oh, pardon my dog.
565 in progress.
Through the open window of a dirty little white trailer, a crying child's voice rings out clearly. Dad, don't. Daddy, forgive me. The door is locked. Hang on. Dog's still down there barking, but I've closed the door. So what have we got? Break down, climb through, knock. Penkin has some... Oh, no. Strength and speed. I think we break down the door. The cop breaks down the door. The trailer is dark and dirty, and there's empty bottles scattered everywhere. A thin, shaggy man is sitting on the floor, beating a little boy with a belt. Yeah, I think we'll use the baton.
534 complete.
Stunned him. The boy is badly beaten, but he will live. Okay, good work. Let's level up. Found some whiskey. Yeah, again, got a little point in the shooting there. Try and raise everyone up. We should have enough to deal with this. Some neighbours complained about a man throwing used syringes right out the window of his trailer. There's children living around here. You've got to sort this out. Okay. Belmont Demas. They've actually got the exact amount they need. Let's do that.
530.
It's all kicking off. A man in a dirty robe is drumming at the door of the house. There's a cellophane bag in his hand, and it looks like an amputated man's leg is sticking out the bag. Let's scout with the sniper. I did send a sniper to this one, didn't I? The sniper sees a woman with a knife inside the house. She's nervously watching the front door. A boy in a wheelchair is crying nearby. Take out the man. Okay. The sniper shoots the man and he falls to the ground, dropping the bag of parts on the porch. A moment later, a woman with a knife comes out of the house. She sees the body in the bag on her porch and pounces on it, slashing at the corpse, her cries echoing down the street. A bit of negotiation. Just calm her down.
523 complete.
The woman seemed to awaken as if from a trance and stopped stabbing the corpse with a knife. It turns out that this was her husband. My husband was always jealous of me and the local slaughterer. We'd been lovers before my husband and I met. We fought about it again today, and I shouted that I wished to God that this slaughterer disappeared forever. I guess that's why he did it. The woman didn't pose a threat. She only grabbed the knife because she was just frightened for the life of her son. Well, that's what I assumed. was happening there, yeah. So I think that was a good outcome. Yeah. Again, some shooting. Oh, God. The woman staggers around with a penknife, yelling, "I hate romances. They claw into your heart." The teenager is standing on the bench, and he's holding his guitar by the neck. He's ready to fight back. Probably use a shocker. Who actually has it? Masuka. I'd like Shell Mickey to do something. I don't have any stealth, so I think we'll use a shocker there.
532 complete.
The drunk woman passes out. She's loaded into the car. Right, let's work through this stuff. A man claims the house was robbed by one of his daughter's dolls. Okay, let's not worry too much about that one. Mrs. Cranters was talking to her friend on the phone when in the background she heard a cold male voice threatening to tear out her tongue for a minute of silence. Then there was a rumble and the connection went dead. She's worried about her friend. Well, I think it's probably television, but I guess it's fair enough to be concerned. Right, Rockman, Aronovich, deal with that. This one, I don't know. I'm going to send Shiny out to it. I think it's probably a false alarm. Okay. Late's back, Rosencrantz is back. I might put them on... The windows and doors of the big black trailer are locked up tight, and loud music is blaring inside. Near the trailer are some used syringes. Do have a lot of stealth. We could pick the door lock with a Belmont.
565 complete.
Nice. The cop quickly cracks the lock and enters the trailer just as the addict is preparing another dose in a spoon. He doesn't even stir when he sees the police. He's too afraid of spilling his precious product. Good work, guys. Alright, so what I was going to say is, when Rosencrantz gets back, I might send them up there. Yeah, false alarm. Mrs. Granter's friend is alright. She was speaking loudly on the phone, which was interfering with her husband watching the hockey game. Her husband became angry, yelled at her, and tore the telephone cable out of the wall. I mean, it still sounds like a domestic incident to me, but okay. As long as she's fine. A disheveled man meets the police at the door of his house. "Don't worry, I locked all the doors. The doll has nowhere to run." His wide-eyed 5-year-old daughter is clearly frightened. Hurry to the room. There might not be a doll. There might be something going on there. The child's room is littered with toys and dolls. Along the wall are 7 big dwarves and a Snow White. I mean, how would I know if they're blue or green? Let's just thoroughly inspect everyone. The toy dwarf in the green cap turns out to be a real dwarf in disguise. He bites a cop on the hand and tries to escape out the window. Oh. She's injured. Shoot him, I guess.
554 complete.
Dwarf with a hole in his head lies dead on the floor of the nursery. His final act was biting a cop's thumb. Sorry, Shiny. Kind of assumed that was a false alarm, because it was a weird one. Some jewellery. Alright. So we're going to send some cops to the spa. We're going to send a very tired one. So Rosencrantz, Light... I'm not going to send Penking, because he probably won't even turn up to work tomorrow. Or Chell Mickey. I'm feeling well disposed towards Chell Mickey after he turned loyal to me. Come on, then. You guys go and have a nice time at the spa. Mr. Nash, you only started working here, but I can already tell you're a stand-up guy. Do you want to play blackjack after the shift? It's only a friendly game, not for money. Old Sheriff Wells liked to talk over cards about this and that. Let's play a game to honour his memory. Yeah, okay. Why not? She's going to be in the hospital for a day with an injured thumb. Yeah. Send him his payment. Got a week to scrounge up another 10k or so. Oh, well, I was going to say, I kind of assume it would set them up well for the following day. But I think actually that's to take a tired cop and use them again on that shift by the look of it. Because I know in the first game, if you send them to a barbecue and stuff, they kind of come back fully recharged for their next shift. That obviously works a slightly different way. But it does mean I can now call upon them to work tomorrow. So I suppose it's effectively the same thing, isn't it? But I think we're going to leave it there. I'm just going to get to finish the day. See how many tabs I got. It was a pretty successful day. A couple of dead offenders, but I think it was justified, in at least one of those cases. The guy was a murderer. The game goes on until someone has 5 wins. You already know the rules of blackjack. Try to... Oh, okay. 17. I think I'll stand on 17. 16, 20. Damn. Okay. Chelmicky 1. Mr. Nash, nil. 13. Hit me. Chelmicky 2. Okay. 9. Hit me. 20. Stand. 14. 21. Wow. Chelmicky's a bit of a bit of a hustler at the old blackjack, huh? 7. Hit me. 17. I think I'll have to stand on 17. He's got 10 though. 12. 20. Bloody hell. Chelmicky, give me a chance, dude. 16. He's got a jack. Okay, but hit me. No! Chelmicky, absolute hustler. Okay. Now, is he going to lose respect for me or is he going to like me more? Mr. Nash, thanks for playing, but I had more than the game on my mind. I had an agreement with Sheriff Wells. For a little extra, I served as his eyes and ears in the station, and I can do the same for you. But I want $500 and jewelry every week? I mean... I don't mind the $500, but how am I going to get jewelry every week for you? I got one load of it. Ooh, we've got a nice load of tabs here. Got a couple of deads. 1 injured. Okay. That's not too bad. 51. Adkins looks like... Oh, she's alcoholic, though. I don't think there's a lot you can do with alcoholic cops. I don't think you can, quote-unquote, cure them. I think I'm gonna take Kimmel. He's disloyal. Is there anything? Atkins, I just think you're going to be trouble. She's very skilled, but that's the downside, isn't it? She's an alkie. Let me get random. I'm not going to get Kimmel. He's all right, but I don't really want to hire any disloyal cops at this point. Let's go stun grenade. And I'll save the rest. Let's look at tomorrow's shift. So, Aliev in, Rosenkrantz in, Late in, Birch in, Kurosawa in, Spurlock, Randon, Chelmicky, my rat, Meridian, French. Okay, what have I got? I've got 10. So I think we bring in a few more. Potts and Climsy, Rockman, Aronovich. Leave it at that for now. That's 14. That should be plenty. Yeah. Let's go with that. I think my main issue with the cutscenes in this game is they just go on too long. Like, why have a phone ring like 4, 5 times
Warren
before
Nash.
answering it?
It's me, Jack. I have a strange question for you. How would you say your work is going?
Pretty well, I
What are you
think.
talking about?
I mean, I don't mean in general, just today. The work you did today, are you pleased with what you did?
What
I thought
kind
it
of
went pretty well.
question is that?
I'm talking about...
I need to sleep, Lily.
Jack, I'm not trying to...
I lost 1 tab and I gained like 26 or more, didn't I? But I guess this is just it. Because I lost a tab, I guess it's just telling you this is what will happen. If you lose more tabs than you earn for 3 consecutive days, Lily will have no choice but to call the feds. Yeah, I mean, that shouldn't really happen, ideally. But thanks very much for watching. We'll leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be awesome. Do leave a comment as well. You know, tell me how you feel the campaign's going so far. I think we've had mostly good shifts in this video. Actually, we lost a few tabs for like injuries and that sort of thing. But by and large, I think we're we got it covered so far. A bit of a shame not to get another tactical mission yet. I was kind of hoping to do another one of those, but probably soon is my guess. But yeah, thanks for watching. Big thank you as well to our channel members for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. And if anyone else is interested in checking out memberships and gaining early access to the videos I put out, that'd be awesome. But thanks very much anyway, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.